What's up, guys? Thanks so much for coming and tuning in. We have our arm tear session last week that we covered. Click up here if you haven't watched it. It's a great one. Today we have lower body reprogramming. We have Cooper Briscoe, 3-time USSSA All-American, but it's been through our system. We're going to go over lower body reprogramming to be able to show you guys how to use our lower body and create more power. We're going to start with walking marshals. So what Cooper's doing, he's going with his opposite leg and he's loading up into his shoulder blade. So this is the first thing that we want to do is load up. We want to control this shoulder blade. Front glove's going to pinch. Go pinch your front glove this way. Pinch that load. And then his chest is going to drive here, pulling down through that, and he's going to finish pulling down through that ball. So we want to control that shoulder blade, pull through that chest, and he's going to throw 4 throws out of this. You can go up to 10 throws. Go ahead. Beautiful. That's good. So you can throw to a catcher. Right now we haven't thrown to a catcher. You can throw into a chart. One thing, flatbat.com, they have a great chart. Really good to throw into. All right, so this is walking marshal. So this is a deviation of what we just did. And so what we're working on is timing. And I know this is the opposite foot, but we're working on the timing of the front leg. Once that front foot hits, what are we going to do? Throw. So I'm going to drive that chest through. So you're waiting until that front foot hits, then I'm driving through into that. Now, if you're going to do it left-handed, you're stepping with your left foot, driving through, and I want my chest to be over that front foot, this to be locked out. So let's try a few. Try to make sure that you have that timing of that front leg. Plant. Nice job. Out of bit. Preload earlier. Tighter upper body. Nice job. But clear it. Clear it this way. Clear that chest. Finish with that chest. Right above. Nice job. Right. So we're going to get into our walking windups, and Coop's going to do it right-handed. So just go ahead and step in, and from here we're looking at separating our foot from our hip. So our hip's going to separate from our foot. So try that again. Just step, separate. Okay. But my upper body, do that again. Upper body's going to stay on this back half, and I'm going to stay into that back wall. There it is. Booyah. Okay. So I'm stepping in, driving through that nice continuous motion. It's a great for just getting that rhythm into that back leg. Go. So this is 212 squat. 212 squat is the next step. So we're going to be doing the same thing, but we're going to making it harder. So go ahead and get into this back leg, Coop. And what we're going to do is just push through this hip. Yep. So what's happening is I'm staying closed as long as I can down this mount. Okay. Step in. Stay closed. Yes. Beautiful. So as you stay closed, your back knee is going to actually go. It's going to hold tension and stay as your hip goes inward. Once your front foot plants, your whole leg rotates together, and then you release that ball. So this has to be pretty firm, and we're going to watch you throw a couple. Big firm front leg. Once you plant, drive. Nice job. What we're really focusing on is that push, that separation of that hip from our foot, and then also the plant of that front leg. Nope. There it is. Yeah. All right, guys, we're coming into hooks, and this is really the transition into almost to the mountain. So we're basically reworking. We're going backwards through our drills from the beginning or from the end of the throw all the way back to the beginning. So go ahead and stand up. This is a hook. Back foot's going to be here, and then for me, so for the righty, back right leg's down, front leg is up on the box, and his hips are completely closed. Go ahead and come down. And so for me as a lefty, it's going to be the same thing, but just opposite. My hips are closed. A lot of times we have kids that open up way too early when they're trying to throw. There's no power in the hips. So we're just going to keep ourselves closed out of this. Similar issue, do that again. And get up and just lead with your hip into this. Hip into that. So this knee stays back. You did a good job. And the hip extended through. Try that one more time. Good. And that's you staying closed as long as you can. Okay? All right, so let's go through this a few times. Here we go. Nice job. Nice job. There it is. Good job. So box drill 1, we're going to get into our toe as much as we can. My hips completely forward. Sorry, here you go, baby. Hips completely forward, and your upper body's completely back. So we're starting here, and there's going to be 2 deviations that we can use. Number 1, you can throw through the ball and keep your back leg straight and on the ground. I use this for players who come up early or go around or bury their back knee and they collapse that back leg. So just keeping them tight and rotating through is helping them understand how to rotate that toe and keep this back leg straight while their whole hip rotates. So that's a huge issue. So that's number 1. The second one would be where you get back and then you can come off. So you can come off that back leg once you've mastered that back leg being straight. So look under here. Babe. Go. Okay, babe. This one's really weird. It's gonna really force you to get through that ball. Go. Good drive. Oh, yeah, good adjustment a bit. Nice job. Very good adjustment. Go. Nice job. Very good. Okay, so that's him staying on the ground, which is awesome. And that's always awkward, right? Super awkward. It feels weird. Okay, but remember, we're forcing our body to do what we want it to do. Okay, we're not letting our body tell us what to do. Okay. Nice job, babe. Good. So now, sometimes I'm not saying he's doing it, but sometimes legs will come off. What I do is try that again. I put a lot of pressure into their back leg, back foot. Go ahead, push. Come all the way out. Come all the way out. So I'm going to add pressure to you. You go as hard as you can. Come through my foot, my hand. Go. Yep. So now throw this one. Full throw. Full throw. Into that toe. Into that toe. Yep. Go. There it is. That bit good. So we're just keeping that back leg on the ground, just giving them some kind of physical feedback so that they understand that they're going to have to push against it. All right, so this is box drill 2 that we're just trying to set this up with his hips. So box drill 2 is your hip is actually inside your knee and your knee's inside your ankle. So good, get yourself set up. And what we're going to try to do is put your power into your glute, into your butt, and your upper body's going to stay back, okay? So front foot's going to be open, upper body's going to be back. Okay, go ahead and throw out of this one. Go ahead, ready? Out of it, nice job. Now, where'd you miss on that one? Arm side. So we're going to drive your chest. Think about that chest being over that toe here. Sitting out of that, upper body's going to come all the way off. Big drive. Nice job. That was better. Hey, booyah. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys, for our lower body reprogramming. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen our last video, it's right here, which is our arm care with our plyo balls. And stay tuned to next week, which we're going to be covering our upper body reprogramming, which will allow us to understand all the ins and outs of the upper body weaknesses that tend to show up in younger players. This is going to be really, really awesome. So looking forward to seeing you guys again next week.